Before you buy a dual zone air fryer, answer one question. Do you actually need two cooking zones? Because the expensive mistake isn't buying a cheap air fryer. It's paying for a feature you barely use. And here's what most air fryer comparisons get wrong. A single basket air fryer can actually be the smarter buy for some households. But if you regularly cook two foods at different temperatures or cooking times, the opposite can be true. So instead of telling you which one is simply better, let's put both configurations through real cooking situations and find out which one actually fits your kitchen. The first question isn't capacity. Imagine you're making dinner. You've got chicken going in the air fryer, and you want fries with it. Simple enough. But now imagine the chicken and fries need different temperatures, or different cooking times, or you want both ready at exactly the same time. That's where the difference between one basket and two starts to matter. Because a single basket gives you one cooking environment. A dual zone air fryer gives you two independent cooking environments. And that sounds like an obvious win for dual zone. But don't decide yet. Because there's a situation where I would absolutely choose the single basket, and it has nothing to do with price. When one basket is actually enough. Let's say you're cooking for yourself. Maybe you're making chicken wings, or fries, or vegetables, or reheating leftovers. One food, one temperature, one cooking time. In that situation, a second cooking zone isn't necessarily solving a problem. It's just giving you another zone you may never use. And that's the first question you should ask yourself. How often do I actually cook two different foods at the same time? Not, would two baskets be nice to have? Of course they would. The better question is, how often would I use them? Because a feature only creates value when it solves a problem you actually have. And this becomes much more obvious when the foods you're cooking don't want the same temperature. Different foods, different temperatures. Think about chicken and fries. You might want the chicken cooked at one temperature and the fries at another. With a single basket, you're working with one cooking environment. That means you may need to compromise, cook in batches, or manage the timing yourself. With a dual zone setup, each zone can run its own program. That's the real advantage. Not simply more baskets, more control over the meal. And that's an important distinction, because if you're regularly cooking a main dish and a side together, two independent zones can turn a frustrating little coordination problem into a much simpler routine. But temperature isn't the only problem. Timing can be even more important. What if the foods finish at different times? Let's say the chicken needs longer than the fries. If you start both together in a single basket, one of two things can happen. You start the chicken first and add the fries later, or you cook them separately. Either way, you're managing the timing. With two independent zones, you can set different cooking programs and times. And on Ninja's dual zone models, the sync function is designed to coordinate different cooking programs so the food finishes together. That's a much more meaningful benefit than simply seeing dual zone printed on the box. Because now the question isn't, does two baskets sound better? It's, would controlling two different cooking jobs at once make my dinner easier? If the answer is yes, dual zone starts earning its place. But here's where I wouldn't automatically buy it. How often do you really need two zones? This is the test most people skip. Imagine you're making normal week. How many meals actually require two different foods at once? Once? Twice? Almost every night? Because there's a big difference between I could use this feature and I regularly need this feature. If most of your meals are one food at a time, a single basket may give you everything you actually need. And that matters because you're not just buying cooking capacity. You're buying another drawer, a larger machine, more counter space, and a higher price in many cases. So ask yourself something uncomfortable. Would you pay extra for a solution to a problem you barely have? If the answer is no, don't. But there's another cost people forget to consider. Your countertop. Now, forget the food. Look at your countertop. Before buying a larger dual zone machine, think about where it's actually going to live. Can you fit it comfortably? Can you open the drawers? Do you have enough clearance around it? And are you going to leave it out or move it every time you want to use it? Because an appliance can look fantastic on a product page and become a completely different proposition when it's sitting on a crowded worktop. Take the Ninja AF404 UK as an example. It's a 9.5 litre dual zone model with two independent drawers, and its listed dimensions are about 51.8 centimeters wide, 42.2 centimeters deep, and 41.9 centimeters high. Now, compare that with a single drawer Ninja AF180 UK. It's a 6.2 litre single basket model with listed dimensions of about 42.2 centimeters wide, 32.8 centimeters deep, and 36.8 centimeters high.
That's not a small difference when your worktop is already crowded. So don't just ask which one cooks more, ask which one can I comfortably own. And now we get back to something we talked about in a previous video, capacity. Bigger doesn't automatically mean more useful. A number like 6.2 liter or 9.5 liter looks very precise, but the number alone doesn't tell you how you'll actually use the cooking space. The more useful question is, what am I cooking for how many people and how do I need to arrange it? A single basket can be perfectly adequate if you're cooking one type of food. A dual zone machine becomes much more interesting when the advantage isn't simply extra volume, but the ability to separate different foods and control them independently. That's the distinction. You're not necessarily paying for more yields, you're paying for more flexibility. And flexibility is only valuable if you use it. Which brings us to the question that should have probably been asked first.
What are you actually paying for? Let's say the dual zone model costs more than the single basket alternative. Don't just look at the price difference. Look at what that extra money buys you. With a single basket, you're buying simplicity. One cooking space, one environment, less to coordinate. With dual zone, you're buying flexibility. 2 cooking zones, different programs, different times, and the ability to coordinate the finish. For example, Ninja's AF400 UK has 2 independent cooking zones and supports both SYNC and match functions. It also has 6 cooking functions: air fry, max crisp, roast, bake, reheat, and dehydrate. But here's the important part. Don't pay for those capabilities just because they sound impressive. Pay for them because you can identify situations where you'll actually use them. That's the difference between buying a feature and buying a solution. So, which one makes more sense? Let's make this simple. Choose a single basket air fryer if you usually cook one food at a time. You don't regularly need different temperatures. You don't regularly need different cooking times. You have limited counter space. You value simplicity. And you don't want to spend more for flexibility you probably won't use. A model like the Ninja AF180 UK is a good example of this configuration. One 6.2L drawer, 6 cooking functions, and a design intended to make efficient use of worktop space. Choose dual zone if you regularly cook 2 foods at once. Those foods need different temperatures. They need different cooking times. You want both parts of the meal ready together. You're cooking larger or more varied meals. And most importantly, you have enough space and you'll actually use the second zone. That's where something like the Ninja AF400 UK becomes much more compelling. It has 9.5L total capacity across 2 independent drawers, with the ability to run different foods and programs and coordinate them using SYNC. But what if you have a family? This is where I wouldn't use a simple rule like family equals dual zone. That's too easy. A family of 4 that mostly cooks one large batch of the same food might be perfectly happy with a single basket. Meanwhile, a couple who regularly cooks chicken in one zone and vegetables in another could get more practical value from dual zone. So, household size matters. But cooking behavior matters more. That's the pattern I want you to remember. The real winner. So, single basket or dual zone. There isn't one universal winner. And honestly, anyone telling you there is probably isn't asking enough questions. The single basket wins when you value simplicity, compactness, and straightforward cooking. Dual zone wins when you value separate cooking environments, flexibility, and getting different foods ready together. But the biggest mistake isn't choosing the wrong one. It's choosing based on what looks more impressive on the product page. Because a 9.5L dual zone air fryer isn't automatically better for you than a 6.2L single basket. And a cheaper single basket isn't automatically better value either. The right air fryer is the one that solves the biggest problem in your kitchen. And this is the test I'd use before buying. Ask yourself 7 questions. Do I regularly cook 2 foods at once? Do those foods need different temperatures? Do they need different cooking times? Do I want them finished together? How much counter space do I have? How much cooking capacity do I genuinely need? And finally, will I use the second zone often enough to justify paying for it? If most of your answers point toward one cooking environment, buy the single basket. If they point towards simultaneous, independent cooking, dual zone makes much more sense. And that's why I wouldn't buy a dual zone air fryer simply because it has more capacity. I'd buy it because the 2-zone design solves a problem I actually have. If your answers point toward dual zone, check the current price and specifications below before you buy, because prices and configurations can change. And if your answers point toward a single basket, don't feel like you're buying the lesser option. You may actually be buying the smarter option for your kitchen. And if you're now trying to decide which specific Ninja air fryer is worth buying, watch the next comparison before you spend your money.